If you feel like you've tried everything and it just hasn't cut it for you, and you still haven't manifested your man or your specific person back into your life, saddle up and watch this video all the way till the end. Because I mean, if you're in a lack needy vibration, you want a quick fix. So you're gonna go through all the quick fix videos and none of it's gonna work, and then you're gonna come right back to this video, because the practice I'm giving you in this video is the one that you actually need to do to get out of that needy lack vibe. It's gonna be something that does not sound exciting. It's going to actually take concentration and time and effort and a meaningful vibrational movement and dedication and progression from you. That's what this is gonna take.
That was easy.
Hey guys, I'm Jasmine with Manifest Fast with Jasmine, and in this video I'm gonna talk with you guys about why you feel like you need him, why you feel like you need a man, why you're obsessed with someone, why you feel like this desire that just won't quit, why you're in so much pain, why you can't stop reaching out, why you feel desperate, why you feel urgent, this addicted obsession feeling. Why do you feel like you need that specific person? Why do you feel like you can't live without that particular person? Why do you feel like that's the only person for you, and that's the only person that you're ever going to want to be with, and that's the only person who can ever make you happy until the day that you die? Maybe it's not that serious for some of you guys, but this is something really important. Look, I'm making this video because I really want to be really real with you guys, and I have the answers to this question. I have been doing this a very long time. I have been studying and teaching law of attraction, manifesting for a very long time, but also when it comes specifically to relationships, and especially needy type specific person obsession situations that feel very big and mystical and larger than life. I know some things about this topic that nobody talks about, and if you want any chance of finding the love and being inside that secure, fully encompassing, mutual, satisfying love relationship, we need to cover the need, and uncover it so that you can get past it. Because here's the thing. When you feel like you need someone, need is not love. But when you feel like you need someone, what you want is love. So many people struggle with this predicament where they really want love, but they're on the side of lack and need. And all these cookie cutter explanations about how to do the 5-5-5 and visualize to manifest somebody into your life, sometimes, and a lot of times, that's just not going to cut it. So if you feel like you've tried everything and it just hasn't cut it for you, and you still haven't manifested your man or your specific person back into your life, saddle up and watch this video all the way till the end, because I'm going to give you some information that you likely cannot get anywhere else. And if you are in a situation where you feel like you need someone, this is the video that you need. And the first thing that I'm going to say is the things that I'm going to tell you in this video are not going to be intuitive for you. When you are in need and when you are in lack, the things that are most automatic for you, and the things that come most naturally for you, are the things that are in alignment with lack and need, because that's where you are. So you can hear the solution clearly, like what I'm going to give to you, and yet you're not liking it, you're not going with it, or you're not hearing it. Okay, so a lot of people will hear the most amazing, perfect teachings that would solve all of their problems, but they won't actually integrate it. The teachings won't actually land for them, they won't actually understand them, and they won't be inspired or motivated or even know how to apply them. So sometimes I go through a whole 20 minutes explaining something to someone, and then at the end of it they still don't know what I just told them to do. And sometimes I'm teaching in a video and people are asking me questions while I'm giving you the answer, so let's just set an intention that you're going to get everything that you need in this video. Let's set an intention that you want to go from need and lack into actually achieving that mutually satisfying love relationship that is everything that you want. You want to get to that. That's your intention here. And that whatever is in this video, if there's anything in this video that's going to help you to get there, that you're going to receive that, understand it fully, it's going to land for you, and you're going to be able to use it in your life. Okay, so now we got all that out of the way. Real quick, I'm going to tell you about my coaching group, because I know that when I was going through this, I would have really benefited from being in a coaching group like this, especially for the price I would have joined. The thing that's going to help you the most is I'm getting ready to do this really big course on how I manifested my specific person back into my life in the way that I wanted him to be. That is going to combine 3 courses into one. So first we're going to have the Aligned Action course, which is about achieving alignment, but then combining that with the action, making sure that you're taking actions that are important to manifesting everything that you want. Everybody asks me about the specifics of taking action, but it's really this 50-50 thing that you have to combine with the energy behind the action plus the action itself. So that's going to include both. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you this technique that changed my life in 3 days. I've never seen or used such an effective, amazing, life-changing, masterful technique. This will change your life in 3 days. That's part of what I did to manifest my specific person back. And then I'm going to go through the step-by-step, my specific story on my perspective, what happened between us, and what I did that led to the energetic shifts and the manifestational changes between us. That is going to be my personal story, and that I'm not going to share anywhere else but in the group, because I don't share my personal information on YouTube anymore. So if you want to manifest your specific person back, this is going to be really helpful to you. Go ahead and join. The link is below, and it's a very high value for a very low price, so get on it. If you want someone desperately and you really feel like you need them and you really want them, or if you just feel like you can't be with anybody else, you just want to be with that one person, and if it's not that one person, then either you don't know what to do with life or you just want to be alone forever. If it's anything even remotely close to that, the reason why you feel like you need him is because you do. You're in need. It is impossible to experience a needy, lack, desperate vibration without actually being in a needy, lack, desperate vibration. So if you feel like you need someone or something, then you do need it. And that doesn't mean that you have to get it, that you're inevitably going to get it. It means that by virtue of the vibration that you're practicing, you inherently are going to have to attract a situation where you are experiencing need. Okay, so when you are in a needy lack vibration, and here's the thing. First of all, what's vibration? Because this is something not everybody actually knows what it is, even though we throw this word around a lot. I'll tell you what vibration is. So vibration is the culmination of your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, your standpoints, your perspectives. It's the culmination of all those things wrapped into one. And there's a quality to that, and there's like this overall dominant essence to that, and that's your vibration. So how do these things spiral into control? Because maybe you weren't born needy, but what ends up happening is we practice lack in very small, subtle ways in our lives. Those very small, subtle ways that we have no idea that we're doing it, we don't notice it, and we also don't stop it. So the vibration keeps building momentum. And then you find yourself smack dab in the middle of a situation where you've attracted an amazing love experience with a person, right? Something that's really inspired you to feel these amazing connection, wonderful feelings with someone. And then it's all taken away. And now you're left with this possibly even otherworldly, mystical, love, out of this world experience, love experience, but the person is gone, and you can't help but to feel a great deal of need and lack and want. And this can even be translated and experienced as an obsessive and agonizing pain that does not go away. I am very familiar with this because I've experienced this on more than one occasion. And the things that I'm going to tell you in this video are going to help you completely clear that up 100%, because there are certain things that after studying for many years and working with people and teaching and learning that I never figured out for a very long time about how to resolve this issue. And everything that I'm going to tell you is not only based on my own experience personally for what worked with me and my manifesting experience, but what I have seen over and over and over 100% of the time consistently from everyone else. And I'm talking about 100% of the time. Only when you are practicing a needy lack vibration will you actually have the experience of feeling like you need something, that you can't live without something, that you really need to have something else. So there's something out there that you need, and also something here that is missing. There's something that you don't have, right? It's this like pie in the sky, gotta have that thing type vibration. So accept that you're in a lack vibration. Somehow, some way, this happened. And you wouldn't be having this needing it experience if you weren't practicing that, if this wasn't the case. This is a pivotal understanding, because if you keep calling it love, you can't address the issue and you can't change what you're doing energetically in order to actually attract the love that you want. If you're tempted to click off this video right now, please stay tuned all the way till the end, because I'm only sharing this because like I said, I've been through this and I want to help you get the love that you really want and the love that you rightfully desire and is rightfully yours. The love that you can actually have that is already ready and waiting for you has nothing to do with any feeling of need or lack or desperation or urgency or wanting. I have manifested great love experiences beyond what most people experience in their entire lifetime. And yet, the greatest love experiences, the most secure, the most balanced, the most fulfilling, the most satisfying, the most easy, the most delicious, have had nothing to do with need. They never had anything to do with desperation. In fact, the opposite is quite true, that like every time that I felt like that needy desperation vibe about a specific person, that was the person that it was always a bad experience, and that was the person that I would never manifest back into my life. But the thing about it is, that would be the person that when I changed my vibration, I didn't want that person. I would realize that that is not actually the person with the characteristics and traits that I actually want in a mate or in a partner. You cannot see that when you're in a needy lack vibration. Whenever love comes to you in your life, it's not going to come from a place of need and lack and wanting. It's going to come what I like to call through the back door. It's going to surprise you. It's going to be this pleasant surprise. It's going to be something that you weren't really expecting. It's going to be something that you felt really easy about, because that's what love is. Love originates in ease and in flow. And you can maintain a love relationship with someone for a while and make it pretty good for a while, but those things that end very badly, those are the things that were there was some sort of need attraction there that blinded you to the fuller picture of what your true desires really are. So you know how sometimes bad things or seemingly bad things will happen but will lead you to a better place, a better, bigger, awesome manifestation. Well, the opposite is also true. So sometimes you'll experience something really wonderful, but it's all part of this like really convoluted experience. So for instance, in order to attract a situation, if you're in a vibe where you're attracting a situation that's going to make you feel need and wanting and desperation and obsession, well, there's going to be a sweetness to that, right? So you're going to have this amazing experience with someone, and there's going to be this amazing magnetic attraction, and then it's going to be pulled away from you, and then you're left needing and wanting more of what you feel like is missing. So the reason why I'm explaining this is because that's the part that really confuses people. They're like, oh, well, I fell over the moon for this person. I've never had such a connection with anyone before in my life, and things happened here that have never happened before. None of those things are reasons why this is true love or reasons why someone is your soulmate. And I'm not saying these things because I'm a non-believer. I'm saying these things because I have been through each and every freaking step. The soulmate, the twin flame, I've studied it all. I've seen it all. I've worked with it all. And this is what it comes down to, is that just because, and I'm not saying that like, you know, those experiences, I understand how like awesome they are. I do, I understand that. But you can have that in a better way. You can have that in a fuller way. You can have that in a way that is not accompanied by lack and need and desperation and obsession and pain. Okay, so just because you had someone inspired you to some amazing, awesome love, it doesn't mean that they specifically are someone that you need to be with or someone that you're meant to be with. So that's really important, because if you cannot or refuse to let go of, oh no, it's got to be this person, oh no, it's got to be this person, if you won't let that go, you cannot change and you cannot attract what is really meant to be yours. And how do you know what's really meant to be yours? Because it will come to you easily. But when you're in a needy attraction vibe, you could have the right thing right under your nose, and the way that you interact with it completely keeps it from becoming or blossoming into something that's really wonderful and amazing and awesome, and the fullness of this love that you want to create and attract. So you won't rendezvous with love if you're in need, even if it's right there to be had. And if you're in a needy lack vibe, you will set your eyes upon a person that is not anywhere close to what you actually really want, and you will love them from afar and say, that thing over there, that thing over there, that's the thing that I want, that thing over there, there, gotta have, grass is greener on the other side. That will be your experience. It will always be this grass is greener on the other side experience, where you're wanting something over there that doesn't want you, isn't giving a fuck about you, and that the whole thing is just a painful experience even when you think about it. But you'll still continue to want that grass is greener on the other side experience. That grass is greener on the other side experience, I'm very familiar with that, because that's how I felt most of my life. Idolizing some person or situation over there. And that is exactly what kept me from being able to experience real satisfying love that I was after, that was right under my nose to be had. So let me explain something to you, because I know that now you're asking, okay, so how do I change from that needy vibe perspective? How do I not see the grass is greener on the other side? You know, the whole manifesting thing is about getting things that you don't currently have. So how am I supposed to see this and go after what I want without having a needy lack vibe about it? What's going on with this? So that's why I'm making this video, because I'm gonna explain this to you guys. There's so many people teaching law of attraction and manifesting, and I mean, a lot of things that people say are helpful on many levels, but I've very, very rarely seen anyone who actually understands the energy and what energy that we need to be focusing on and how. So I'm going to explain this the best that I can, and I'm going to give you a technique that you can do that I promise you 100% till the cows come home. If you do this, you commit to it, because I mean, if you're in a lack needy vibration, you want a quick fix. So you're going to go through all the quick fix videos and none of it's going to work, and then you're going to come right back to this video, because the practice I'm giving you in this video is the one that you actually need to do to get out of that needy lack vibe. okay? It's gonna be something that does not sound exciting and does not sound like it's gonna work in 1 second to get you your lover back. It's gonna be something that's going to actually take concentration and time and effort and a meaningful vibrational movement and dedication and progression from you. That's what this is gonna take. So here's how people focus wrong when they're not meaning to. When you're in a needy vibe, and it exists on a gradient, okay? So there's different levels to this, but when you're in a needy lack vibration, which means you're not attracting what you want, but you're trying to. You really, really want to, and you're trying to get it right, but you're still in that needy lack vibe. So what happens with people who are focusing in the wrong way about this when they're trying to apply manifesting and law of attraction to get what they want is you're focusing on the thing instead of the essence of the thing and how that would be vibrationally experienced by you. This is the difference between lack, need, and actually experiencing love, okay? It's very subtle, but it actually makes all the difference. And it's really, I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to do in order to train yourself to think in this way that is going to be love and not lack. So when you're in lack, you focus on the thing, getting the thing, you focus on circumstances, you focus on the person, you focus on the situation, you focus on everything that they're doing and not doing, you focus on everything that you're getting and not getting, you focus on everything that you think that you want. I want this, I want that. You'll make lists of things that you want. I want that. He's got to have tattoos, he's got to be 6'4", he's got to be brown skin, he's got to be this, he's got to be that, he's got to be smart about this, he's got to be all the things that you want. Yeah, I want all these things. But that is not what manifests things. Otherwise, everybody who wrote a list and everybody who did a visualization and everybody who set an intention would just manifest, boom, everything that they want, whole packet right there. And this is why it works for some people and not for others, is because you have to vibrationally, feeling wise, tune yourself to being in touch with what those things that you're saying that you want actually feel like, what it would actually feel like, the essence behind the manifestation. That is what actually attracts it and magnifies it and amplifies it to you. Okay, so no matter what you're writing down on a sheet of paper, it should be for the purpose of getting in touch with the feeling that that thing makes you feel. No matter what you're visualizing or thinking in your mind about what you want to attain, it should be for the purpose of feeling out the quality of that manifestation and seeing what really floats your boat and inspires you vibrationally, the feeling attached to it. What does it feel like to be inside this relationship? It can't be about the person themselves or getting it. If you're attached to the object, you will be detached from the vibration, and it's the vibration that brings it forth, period. All right, so here's one way to tell if you're most primarily in need and lack versus most primarily in love. If you have the ability to sit and quiet your mind and meditate without having to listen to something, without having to move, if you can do that without distraction, just do that in your mind, then you are more than likely already priming yourself to focus in a way that is truly actually love. If you cannot sit down to meditate without being distracted or without needing something to focus on outwardly, like a guided meditation or like some sort of movement involved, if you can't quiet your mind and just have no distraction and just be without distraction, then you're definitely in some sort of need or lack mode. So in order to get over to the love mode, where you're focusing on the love, you're focusing on the essence, you're focusing on the vibration, you're focusing and you're able to grab hold of the thing that is actually going to bring it forth in your reality. If you want to harness that ability, practice meditating without listening to anything, without needing to distract yourself with something, without needing to focus on anything. Now, first of all, let me say that any form of meditation is better than none, especially if you're training yourself to do this in the beginning. Sure, use my meditations, use use listen to some meditation, whatever, or, use yoga, use whatever it is that helps you meditate, or focus on a flame, whatever. All of that is so much better than not meditating at all, and it's going to help you condition yourself to get better and better and better at meditating. But eventually, as you start being able to basically feel love, which is the opposite of lack, the opposite of need, it's a satisfying feeling, a love feeling, an accepting feeling, a good feeling, a warm feeling, instead of the other feelings. As you're able to grab a hold of that and experience that and call that forth and feel that more often, that's what I want you to meditate on and feel when you're meditating. And you'll be able to focus longer and longer and more just simply on that, which is basically just being. It's like nothing. It's like your natural state. So the more that you can do that, the more that you're actually attuning yourself to love versus lack, because lack is very urgent, lack is very distracted, and lack cannot focus on something when it feels like it's not getting something in return. So when you're focusing on meditating, you're not immediately experiencing a instant gratification. That makes it virtually impossible to do when you're in lack, because when you're in lack, you're needing this instant gratification. That's what we want to break. We want to break that habit of need, right? So you're going to practice meditating in a pure way. Like I said, start out however that you can start it out. Get that ball rolling, get that momentum going, get yourself good at it, but eventually you want to be able to enjoy meditating without any distraction, without any interruption, without anything that you need to focus on besides the love in your heart. If this video helped you, make sure that you click the like button. Click the subscribe button, hit the bell button, click all to receive all notifications, because I have premieres on my channel, which means I'm letting you guys check out the videos that I have coming out ahead of time. You can see when they're coming out. You can set a reminder to watch. If you press that button, set a reminder to watch on my premieres, it's going to send you a notification when it's coming out, and we're going to be able to all chat when the video premieres. If you want to work more closely with me on this situation in your life, no matter what it is, join my coaching group. I have a coaching group. We do live coaching sessions, and it's really helpful and it's really awesome. If you want more helpful videos like this, here's a playlist for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
That was easy.